So, funny story, I just recorded this long video for you guys and forgot to press record. So let's do this again. First of all, this is mainly for people on YouTube who have requested it. I mean, it's not really a new video, and for family and friends. So that's what this is. I'm actually going to be showing you guys what we've done downstairs. I showed you guys the bathroom, but I'm going to show you like what we did with the kitchen and the living room. Really, they're not complete. We still have more ideas for it, but we've just been so busy doing other things that we just haven't got around to doing it. Also, if you're subscribed for my main YouTube videos, I'm actually not going to be reviewing Resident Evil 6. A few of you have asked me and wanted to know my thoughts, messaged me even on Xbox Live. I'm not going to be reviewing Resident Evil 6. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to return to reviewing the Resident Evil franchise and the history of Resident Evil, like I was originally doing. So I'm going to pick up where I left off, and the next review is going to be Resident Evil Remake, just so I can talk about the very first game. So that's what I'm working on next. And I also had to ask permission to do something else, so I messaged a company and I'm trying to work out something with them where I can review this thing that I'm going to review next. And we'll see what happens with that. Maybe. Let's just show you the kitchen, because that's what I'm going to do. It's broken into two pieces here. So this is actually where we sit in the dining room. We've just got a nice little table here. What we're going to do is, I've got this fabric. We're going to turn it into tablecloths. It's just a bunch of comic covers, but we're going to cut it into tablecloths, and then we'll lay them down in the places that they should be, and then get a glass cover over this. We painted the walls yellow because we both figured that red and blue would go too, like if we did red or blue, it would just look too patriotic and not Superman. So we went with yellow. We're trying to keep things subtle. Like, we don't want an overabundance of Superman, so it looks like a kid's bedroom, but we hung a few comics on the wall, important ones. And then back here we've got the same thing. Like, here's like the island stove, and above it's where our cabinets are, but the backs were blank, so we put more comics. This is the original rebooted New 52 Superman, signed by George Perez. Check that out. If you read comic books, you probably know who George Perez is, not only in the world of Superman. So there's that, and Action Comics. And we also put up The Wedding. I thought that was a good comic to go with because the death of Superman was just too plain. So those are there. Actually, fun fact, Action Comics was originally published in 1938. Superman not too far behind that. This comic alone on eBay, it sells for like $3,000, and those are reprints. And I don't have it because, well, I wasn't around during that time. So Brianna helped me make these, actually. We took old comic books and printed out covers. We took that paper and just glued it onto an old comic. So those are fake, just in case you plan on robbing me. There's a big Superman right there, because I'm an action figure weirdo. I'll show you the kitchen. For the most part, there's nothing here. What we kind of did was stuck appliances to being red. So, like, we have all our little things like that, red, and our appliances, like I said, toaster, knives, and microwave, and our blender. Everything's kind of red picture frame, stuff like that, red rags. And Brianna helped me make these. We cut up old comic books. We made salt and pepper shakers. We'll probably do this with more things, maybe. Like I said, I don't want it to get too crazy. I want it to be subtle. On top of our refrigerator, that way we have a little Superman and Batman. She's got these little magnets that she bought that are onomatopoeias that say things like kapow, wow, zap. And this is our super high-tech fridge that has water, ice, beer, cappuccino, frozen yogurt, french fries, gravy, nacho cheese, chicken nuggets, and Wi-Fi. Let's see, and my apron. And that's our billboard. And the last thing we did too is, there's another curtain over here that is just panels from Action Comics and Superman. So that there is the kitchen area. So you can kind of see it's Superman themed, but try to keep it as subtle as possible. What do you think? Pretty cool, right? Took a while to work on, because after we had painted the living room, Brianna gave up on me and she wasn't painting anymore, so I painted this by myself. And if you were here, you could tell, because there's a lot of ghosting. I did a really bad job, but we won't talk about that. Well, let's go to the living room. So you kind of go through the hall here. You guys have already seen the bathroom in my last video. But there it is again. Oh, that's our trash. Oh, that's Brianna claims there's a spider under there she trapped. So we're just going to leave that there. How long does it take a spider to die? probably like 4 days, 5 days, a few more days. And we come into the living room. We went for kind of a Xbox green color. I guess there's really not too much to show you, but yeah, there you go. There's our TV, Xbox. Look, little Margin Homer. Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. My Xbox. I think my Wii's up under there, and PlayStation's upstairs. But we bought this living room set from Ashley Furniture, and they gave us like everything, including this rug and that table and those weird picture frame things, because they're not. I don't know what the hell that is. But yeah, so that's the way it's set up. And we've got, actually, one of the things Brianna did to kind of bring the Xbox theme together was, she didn't make these, but she bought these coasters, which are Xbox buttons, which of course I think you can buy those on Etsy. You would think that, oh look, Trevor's just trying to have a Sonic there, but if we get in here, if you haven't seen this already, because I have shared it before, it's actually a bunch of pictures of us. It's kind of hard to see with the reflection, but it's just a bunch of pictures of us. Like a piss load of pictures. And so when you kind of zoom out from it, it's just Sonic. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then on this wall here, it's just our TV and movie rack, Blu-rays. Brianna also made this with tiny little newspaper clippings. So if you get in here, it's just, you can kind of see that it's just newspaper clippings. Even the black is actually. It's just a bunch of squares done into like an 8-bit form. So the dedication that girl has for me. She's crazy. I don't know what she sees in me. She's a sweetheart though. And then kind of show you, Brianna has a mild obsession with collecting Lego minifigs. So she has all kinds of Lego minifigs. This is actually us when I had my longer hair. Those are us holding hands, Lego minifigs. And those are just more of the ones she has. I put a bunch of Yoshis on here and there because I thought that it went well with the Yoshi green room. But there's like Frodo, Magneto, Catwoman, Wolverine, Batman. And then these are just part of those little series that you can collect. Actually, there's a Voldemort back there. But yeah. You can see all her Legos. And then of course we've just got like our TV shows, and then intermixed here and there I put Yoshis and picture frames that she put in. But you can see here and there's a Yoshi. And then our movies. But yeah. So that's Full House. That's what it is. So basically that's what we have done so far with our living room and kitchen. I think I want to get a few pictures. I'm supposed to. I have the frames and everything, but I'm supposed to be painting up some Yoshi's Island type paintings, like that pastel coloring, if you've ever played that game, where it looks like real pretty, like water paints, pastel. So I was going to put a few of those picture frames here and there of the landscape, because we thought that would look cool, and then we were going to get pictures down here of us playing like real pictures, but of us playing like video games and doing silly stuff like that, because we think that defines us. But anyways, so that's what we have so far. We haven't worked upstairs yet. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure, and then I'll share that with you. But basically that's just for you guys who are asking what we did with the living room and kitchen and close friends like Chelsea and stuff like that. So there you go, that's what it is. And other than that, I should have, hopefully the Resident Evil review would be the next video up. We'll see what happens, but that should be the next one. Otherwise the comic thing, depending on how that goes. So other than that, I guess that's it. I'm blabbering. This video is way too long, and I hope you enjoyed it. So, goodbye. Excuse me, heartburn. See you later.